Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Like 20.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check nickel.
You
On first down, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Falcons, 30-yard line.
Go. Like 20.
Hey, got his right. Watch out in.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Don't get nervous.
Alert, check. Flare. Pick the edge. Come. Got it. Motion to the backfield.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Space. 24.
Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
21. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to walk one deep left side. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go, baby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Louis.
Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to throw. Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Like 20.
54. And let's pin the nears back and go full streak.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
At the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Take it at the 37. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Go!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Goff now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We go tonight. 20.
Check. Block 54. Block 54. Been looking good for you. Check. Lucky.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, gone. And Woods has it complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You got block me. Check.
Rick Flair.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from second to third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Gall. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam.
Me. 24 is the mark.
20.
He's coming. We got double up.
Gun.
Ryan into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Rams 21, Falcons 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Look at the big man rumble. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Smith, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is gone. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. Los Angeles. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a gain of 35.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
What? 180! 54! It's a party now!
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Not 180!
They'll try the air now with Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own
Let's go!
25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check.
Here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
My, oh my, guy they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it. And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. first and 10. Gone. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Another carry now for Gurley. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We're ready. 24 is the mark. Check. 22. Back.
They begin with a run by Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Single on the slot. Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. Go. Here I come.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Gone. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.